Hey everybody. Welcome to the next week of the course. I just want to touch base because there's a couple things that I've been thinking about, and also just kind of stuff that I'm hearing from you and from, in a couple cases, your site directors. I just want to clarify a few things. First of all, as far as the grading goes, there's been some question about that, and I apologize that it wasn't clear beforehand. You'll notice that a number of assignments are basically for completion. Did you do them or didn't you? Um, in those cases, I really get something in because the whole point of that is then I can give you feedback on it. And basically, as long as you get something in, I will give you full credit for it, unless it's something where I feel like you really need to redo that, so you can show me that you've got it. But even then, as soon as you redo it, I will change incomplete to complete. And so I want to make sure that you all know that's a grade that can be adjusted and fixed and improved to complete. Mostly because those assignments are zero or either full credit or zero, and I don't want anybody to be stuck with a zero if they don't have to be. So if you see something that's incomplete, you can fix that. So just keep that in mind. This is then there's some assignments where I am trying to give you some specific feedback, and there are points involved, and I'm trying to be somewhat um, honest in where I think you are with that particular problem. Those I'm not generally asking you to redo unless there's a significant error in it. So again, those are the ones where you want to ask questions if you're not sure. Okay. So just kind of keep both of those things in mind. Completes, incompletes can be redone to turn them to complete at almost any time. I'll go back and look at older stuff as well. The ones that are worth points, those are the ones you want to definitely ask questions about to make sure that you understand what's being asked, make sure you've read the directions, all of those things. And I'm here to answer those questions, so please use that. The other thing is, last week I know was a heavy week for everybody, and there were some people that fell behind. Again, I'll be flexible with that. If you can get the work to me this week, and this week's a little bit lighter, and we'll hopefully have some more space going forward. But again, just let me know what's going on, and I want to be flexible and I want to be adaptable to what it is you need. The other thing that I have noticed and just heard some feedback on, I will make sure that going forward, at least, particularly on the problems where it's like, here's some problems from the text, go ahead and submit that. I think some people would benefit, maybe all of you would, from some examples. So what I'll do is I'll post one or two examples for at least one, or probably not all the problems, depending on how many there are, but at least for a couple that I think might be challenging. And I will post some examples of that, particularly if they're ones that lend themselves well to having different types of problems. So some videos around that, and you can use them or not, depending on what you feel comfortable with. Other than that, we're continuing forward with some new content material this week. We'll be getting back into some applications and projects soon. And just a reminder that spring break will be coming up the week of March 16th through the 20th, or technically, I guess for us, it'll be March 14th through the 20th, since we usually start on a Saturday through Friday. So that will be our spring break. As I may have mentioned earlier, that's not mine, and I know it may not be necessarily your school spring break, but we're trying to stay aligned with the other course as well. And so if that isn't your spring break, you've got a week to kind of focus on all your other classes, but you'll have to pay attention during your spring break to the stuff that needs to be done. Just like during my spring break, I'll be checking my email and doing all that. This video is getting a little long, so I do want to stop momentarily, but I just wanted to also throw out a quick reminder. I've posted this in Twist, and I've changed the links, I think, in everywhere in Canvas. So this is so you should be able to find it. But Doodle was discontinuing the product that I was using. And so I have moved to something called Calendly. And it's similar. It's just calendly.com /. This time it's Wysocki J, so my last name and my first initial. And you can get to that there, or you can tag on a / 30 minutes for a 30-minute appointment. If you need more than 30 minutes, put in 2 in a row. Okay, you can go back and add another one. I will suggest that you try to use what would appear to be my evenings or weekend appointments, only because I use the same scheduling software for my students on campus as well. But if the only time you can get to me is during the day for me, and that seems to be an open spot, that's fine too. I want to be available as much as possible. And if there's a time that's not listed on the schedule, but you would like to meet, particularly on a weekend when I only have a certain number of hours I've set aside each day, shoot me an email or send me a Twist message. Okay. Sorry for the long email, the long video, but I hope I've clarified some things about grading, about kind of the work going forward. And again, always, please just ask questions. Let me know what's going on. I am open to hearing suggestions. I'm open to hearing how your experience is going. It doesn't all have to be, bright and sunny. I want to make sure that you're having a positive experience, which means you're learning something and hopefully having some fun at it. Anyway, enjoy your week, and hopefully I'll be hearing from some of you soon.